In this video I will show you how to make this crochet ribbed skirt. It's reversible. This is the right side. As you can see, it's very stretchy, and this is how the wrong side looks like, so you can use it both ways. This one I made for my daughter, so it's kid size, but I will explain you how to make any size you want. Let's get started. To make this skirt you will need any yarn you want. This one is acrylic DK wave one. A crochet hook, I will use 4.5 millimeters, scissors and yarn needle. As I said, you can use any yarn you want. This one is made with this DK yarn and 4.5 millimeters crochet hook, but this swatch I made with worsted yarn and 6 millimeters hook. You can see the difference, so it only depends of you. What yarn do you want to use? It has very simple construction. You just work in rows. It has a part of waistband and part of skirt. You start making a chain, and the length of the chain is the length of your skirt. So for example, this one that I made for my daughter, it has about 36 centimeters long, so it's about 14 inches. So we will start making a chain that it's long enough from your waistband to the place that you want your skirt to finish. So if you want mini skirt, midi skirt, it only depends on you. To make this 14 inches of length, I made 90 chains. Here I will just make a sample to show you, but we will start making a slip knot and just chain as many chains as you want to be your skirt long from the waistband. As I said, it will be just a sample, so I chained 25, but remember that this chain has to be long enough as you want to be long the skirt. Chain one more, and starting from the second chain from the hook, you will first yarn over, insert your hook into the second chain, yarn over and pull this yarn through all 3 loops. So we will start making just some special stitch. Again, yarn over, insert into the next chain, yarn over and pull this yarn through all 3 loops. In the next one, again, through all 3. So it's not half double crochet, it's like half of half double crochet. Again, it will look like knitted a little bit, not crocheted. So here I made 4 stitches. I will make 8, a total of 8. And these 8 stitches of this stitch, it will be my waistband. If you want to make your waistband bigger or or smaller, you will just make more or less these special stitches. Okay, how much I made? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. And from this moment to the end of my chain, I will just make half double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain, pull through, yarn over and pull through all loops. So you can see the difference that here in this first 8 stitches I don't yarn over again. So again, yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain and make half double crochet. And work your half double crochet to the end of your chain. I'm making my last half double crochet here in this last chain. Okay, this is what we have right now. You can see the difference between these first 8 stitches and the rest. So this one is just shorter. Here we chain 1, turn the work, and right now, working just in back loop, we will make a slip stitch. Try to make quite loose slip stitches because later it's very hard to work into them. And we will make these slip stitches just in back loop to the end of our work. So in this half double crochet, but also in these stitches that we made in the beginning. So just loose slip stitches in the back loop to the end of this row. This will be my last slip stitch. Okay, now chain 1, turn your work, and we will repeat row number 1. So yarn over, and in first 8 stitches make this special stitch. So here just pull this yarn through the rest of the loops that you have on the hook. Yarn over, and you also work just in back loop. So from this moment, all the time we will work just in back loop. Here we go, again, the third one. Okay. Remember that if you want to have your waistband bigger and you started with 10 these special stitches, you will have to make 10 every time that you start new round. Okay, right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 more. 7. And 8. And from this moment, again, we will work half double crochet. Also, just in back loop. And work half double crochet to the end. I still have here 2 stitches left. And I want you to see that this last one is quite tricky. So it's very important to start making your slip stitches very loose, especially this first one. Sometimes you will need a smaller hook to get enter here in this loop. Okay. This is how it looks like. Right now we just chain 1, turn your work, and again make slip stitches. Remember that especially this first one has to be loose, just in back loop to the end. And this is whole pattern. So when you finish this slip stitches row, again you will make chain 1, turn, make 8 or more or less, depends on you, these special stitches to make a waistband. Later you will work to the end half double crochet. Remember, only in back loop to create a ribbing. And when you finish, you just chain 1, turn work, and make a row of slip stitches. And you will work like this until you have a piece long enough to cover your hips. Okay, chain 1, and once again I will show you this special stitch. Okay. And in a moment I will show you how to join both parts of our skirt. I crocheted some more rows to show you how to close your skirt, but as you can see, this is how it looks like right now, and I prefer the other one, the other side, with this gorgeous ribbing and this part of waistband that looks like knitted, not crocheted. Okay, so your last row has to be the same as the first one. So this with these 8 special stitches and the rest of half double crochet. How to know how many rows you have to make? You have to wrap this crocheted piece around your hips, stretching a little bit to know if it's big enough or you still have to add more rows. So when you decide that this is the end, chain 1, fold your skirt into half, turn it, and just with slip stitches join these 2 parts together. So entering here in this first stitch and in the first stitch on opposite side, just in front loop, make a slip stitch, in the next one here, and in front loop of the next one, make a slip stitch, and continue working like this until you join 2 parts of your skirt together. This is how it looks like. If you prefer, you can insert your hook into both loops. So it will look like this. It depends of you. And also you can just fold your skirt and sew both parts together. Cut the yarn within the ends, and that's all. Your reversible ribbed skirt is ready. I hope you enjoyed this video and see you next time.